Hello and welcome to Command Block Survival, where every command has a price. And as you can see from these armor stands in front of my eyes, we have increased our chest selector amount. Now, with an increase in chest selectors, because I added all 4 of these and 2 of these, so you can see by the little arrows, that means that they can go left and right and stuff, and we can select whichever chest we want. But with an increase in storage, I want to increase the price of the commands as well, because right now it's pretty much just these 2 inventory slots. We can't put anything in there. It'll just get replaced. So like if we go here and then we go back, the stick is gone. So that's kind of the price right now. I was thinking maybe we have like this entire bottom row unusable for all the chests. All we would really have to do is just put like the number of the chests, say this is chest 125, you know? And so then this entire bottom row is unusable, but we still have the advantages of being able to sort through the chests really fast and really easy without just running around all over the place. And by the way, what that looks like in terms of the armor stands, let me see if I can line this up right. So you see the blue one right there? This chest that we're in right now is actually the same as that blue armor stand. So every time we click left or right, the armor stand moves and it gets the information from each of the chests that it's nearby. So we can like, you know, put things in and like change a box and then go back and, you know, all that good stuff. And you can see the blue armor stand moving that whole time. So that's the functionality we have right now. It'd be nice to add that forward and back stuff though. And it'd be pretty cool if we could color code all the chests. You'll notice I have colors next to all of them. And I think we might just start with that because that'll look, it might look crazy, but we'll try it out. Okay, so I thought that we would mess with the colors first, because then it would make it easier to see when we're adding in the forward and back and up and down and all that jazz. So I thought I would do this with you as well, because these commands here, while I'm going to use them to change the color of the armor stand, you can actually use them to change the color of a player message. Here, I'll just show you what I mean. If I add me and I say something, look at that. So you can do this in a server you have, and you can just give everybody their favorite color. It doesn't affect like gameplay in any way. So I'll put these commands in the description, and you can just, if you want, you can mess with them in your server. But we're going to do it for these armor stands here. And by the way, the price for these commands is just that the armor stands themselves are real armor stands. So they weren't summoned in. I actually crafted them. Because, you know, I mean, it's the commands just give a visual indication, so it's not really like any significant advantage. So I was like, you know what, this is a good enough price. Anyway, so for the first command, you just are adding a team name, and you can make the team name whatever you want. The only thing that matters is that you remember what it's called. So we'll add orange, because this one right here is going to be orange. And then we'll do the second command. And this is why you don't want to forget the team name, because you have to modify the color of the team. So if we go and say, what was it, chest orange, and if you sort of forget exactly how you spelled and you type it out partially, you can press tab and you'll get like a finisher, an automatic finisher. It's really cool. And you can actually do the same thing for the color, because I imagine most of you don't know like all the list of colors that are possible. I don't remember them all the time, and I do command block stuff all over the place. So yeah, you just press tab here and you can just scroll down and you can be like, do I want green? Do I want, oh no, wait, this is gonna be orange. Orange is actually a little bit weird. Orange is called gold for some reason, but it's really easy to change. If you just run this command multiple times, you can just change it to like orange, and you can be like, oh wait, I wanna do red. You know, it's really easy to mess with. So, you can just try out whatever values you want here. So we'll go with gold, and then the last thing is you got to add them to the team. And by the way, I'm just doing control and delete here to just delete all of it. So then we put the team name, and by the way, the tab thing won't work if there's no space here. If you press tab, it'll be, oh, actually, I guess it will work, but it'll replace all the other stuff, which for explaining purposes we'll leave. Anyway, so you join the team that you want to join, and then here you can also do tab, and you can just find the names of the people on your server if you're doing it for a server. Because we're doing it for armor stands, I have to do some fancier stuff. And then I just press enter, And boom, look at that, orange armor stand. See, it's pretty easy. Like, one of the things I love to do is just any server I'm playing on, if I'm playing with friends that are interested in like colored names, I just set the colored names up because it's a really, really fun addition. And if you press tab and you're on multiplayer, you can see their names in colors as well. So it's just a cool little fun thing. Anyway, I'll go do that for the rest of the colors here, or armor stands, I suppose. Although I have to figure out which one is which. Oh, I should note, so there's only 16 colors total. That's why there's some of these ones that have like 2. So there's like 2 green ones and 2 orange ones. So if you have more than 16 players on your server, some people are gonna have to share colors. Oh man, that's very colorful. I will say though, the dark aqua and the regular aqua look really similar. That's just a limitation of the colors that are available, but that could get confusing. Uh-oh. I think I miscalculated somewhere. There's no brown, which, I mean, you probably wouldn't usually want to be making things like names and stuff the color of brown, but I kind of was counting on brown existing. I figured it out. So there is no brown in the available colors. There is dark blue. So those are the 2 colors. And the concrete kind of looks closer to dark blue. This is almost more cyan. Oh, you know what we could use to mark? Let's see. Let's take a look at these 2. I bet one of these is a good match because I want it to be as close to the actual color as possible. Oh wait, here. Okay, so that's a little off. I bet this one's perfect. It's a lot closer. When I look at this color, my eye gets drawn to this one. So I'm gonna guess that those are the closest. This one's probably too purple. And then if we'll set this one as dark blue, I guess. So we'll have regular blue, doesn't look very blue next to that, and then dark blue. At least they're contrasting. So, oops. Oh boy. All right, I fell all the way down. Ooh, that was a maneuver. So this next part is going to really test how serious I am about changing these things, because right now there's 2 command blocks. One for the left arrow. I don't know which one this is. I think this is, oh, it is left arrow. And then one for the right arrow. And this little experiment right here has the potential to replace those 2 with just this one, which could be good, but it would involve a lot of reworking. Anyway, this command block is supposed to copy those items without deleting this random item that I stuck in there. And I think it works. Yes, but it works in a really weird way. This is, if there's any command blockers out there, you might want to remember this one, because copying multiple items from one chest to another is a pain. And this is the only way I could get it to work. And it's very strange. It's like items, and then you have to put like brackets and then like small brackets to get it to work off of all the items in a list. It's really weird. Anyway, so there's one command block there. Now where this becomes a test of willpower is in replacing those 2. So these are the 2 commands, and we would potentially replace it with 1. This is my example thing, so I don't forget, because there's like 24 of these, so I can't do them all at once. It just takes way too long. So I made a little example thing for me. Anywho, so this would replace both of these, so then we could just get rid of this. The problem is that now there's this command block sitting here, and it serves no purpose. So, well, I suppose we could just copy and paste, you know, we could copy this and paste it in here and do that all the way up. But we would have to do that for every single one of these, because each one of these is a line. Every one of those purple ones is a separate chest. and we would have to copy all the way back. And so you can see why I'm potentially considering just leaving this one blank. It's kind of a waste, but it would be a lot easier, like a lot. Oh, I don't know. So an experiment is all well and good, but we need to actually test and make sure that this works. So one of these actually might be, yes. Okay, so this is number 1, and we are going to shut number 1 off, which is just this lever here. And then we are going to update it with the new command. And this is where things could go wrong. So I believe the one that we need to correct, this is 1, right? Yes. So it's the top row here. And then the 4th command block, yes, this is what we are going to test. So I just got to update the bookmark number. And that should work, probably. So now we delete what's in here. And the interesting thing about chain command blocks is the redstone signal from this still goes through empty ones. So I can just leave it here and these shouldn't be affected at all. This one and then the ones above, those ones up there. So hopefully it'll be fine. I think that's all I need to do. Famous last words. Oh boy. Here's hoping it doesn't delete everything. And hopefully it doesn't break. That looks okay. I think. Wait, why? Oh. Oh, I haven't updated it yet. Oh, okay. That really threw me for a loop. Okay, normal chests are like this. So they have one right and one left. But in the new command, I was very prepared and set it up with all of the new things, you know, like a number and all this stuff. And that could break things. I should maybe put these, whatever. I'm feeling brave today. Okay, so I think that if we have the updated one, and then, well, let's just do it. So I think that this will still, oh, it's positional. Okay. That's interesting. So now if I go to that chest with a regular one, yeah, it looks a little funky, but I think it works okay. Okay, so I just got to remember that when I'm using this one, I have to use these. It doesn't even properly clear it. Cool. Okay, that looks like it works. Let's remove the numbers, because we're going to make the numbers be unique to the box. We don't actually want it copying. I didn't mean to have that 125 in there. Although it does give you a good preview of what it's going to eventually look like. So we worked a bunch on command blocks. Let's go to something a little bit more normal. I want to put the correct numbers. My inventory is always full. I mean, inventory management is a part of the game, and it is a part of the game that I am really bad at. Like, impressively just terrible. So we'll just do something like this, 0, 0, 1. So that's box 1. And this would be box 3. I have to make sure and open it and check, because the way that this system works is if one of these chests is in box 2 right now, or actually here, I'll just use box 4 as an example. So if one of these, if this chest is in box 4 like it is, then when this one goes to the right, it just skips. It doesn't like interfere with it or anything. So gotta make sure and actually check which box number it is, or else I'm gonna get real messed up. So this is box 3, so we'll just go 0, 0, 2, or wait. Literally after I said that it was box 3, I put a 2. Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. I need some more numbers actually. You know, banners might be our limiter. Because I had 7 gray banners, and you can just copy the patterns you've made onto another banner super easy. But it's gonna be wool. I've gone through half of I had 9 stacks of wool, and I've already gone through half of it, and I haven't finished. I might be getting close to half of the chest. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Might need more wool. Man, this is getting tricky, and we haven't even included the up and down and the forward and back yet. Guess I'll just stash that there. So this is box 12. Oh man, I'm probably gonna have to reorganize these. Having 6, or actually 7 with copper in one box is it's probably too crammed. There we go. I think I got them all now. Haha. And I even got these ones. Had to move a bunch of stuff. But, I mean, that is 2/3 of it already done. We got the colors, and we got the numbers. Well, I guess we've avoided doing a wool farm for this episode, or at least farming it in just like with the sheep that we have. Actually, I don't even know if you can make a proper wool farm. Anyway, we managed to avoid that, so that's something, I guess. So now we're moving on to the third part, and that is also the most scary part. You know, on the face of it, it doesn't sound like it would be awful, because basically what we have to do is we need to make one of these command lines for up, down, forward, and back. So I could pretty much just copy this, but there's going to be some slight tweaks that I have to make, and that's what scares me. So I won't take you through all of the commands, but I'll give you kind of a sense of how I'm changing it. So this used to move the armor stand in the backwards direction. So we're going to change that to be left. So we have to change it from -1 to teleport the armor stand to 1 in the X direction, which is that way. And if we just go take a peek upstairs, you'll see that that's left. Yeah, so the red bar is pointing towards positive X. So positive X is left. So there's a problem with what I did. You remember I put it just to go 1 block? Well, the chests are 2 blocks long in this way. This way they're only 1 block long, so the armor stand only has to teleport 1 block. But left and right, it's going to need to teleport 2 actually. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is why I'm scared. There's so many variables of things that are going to be different in the different scenarios. I am kind of starting with the hardest one first though, so that helps. All right, so the first snag has happened, and it has to do with this order and this unhighlighted armor stand. Honestly, I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's complicated. But it has to do with the order, and we either have to mess with the order a lot for this second set, or we have to make 2 more of these. And honestly, that sounds like the easiest option. But that means we need to make 2 more of these, which is okay. We could actually probably just extend this line. Aha, perfect. 1 armor stand left. All right, so we'll just put it somewhere random. And then I have to figure out what tags are on it, but we'll just, we'll have this be this is kind of like a secondary bounding point. It's hard to explain. Yeah. Okay, I potentially just finished this left scenario, but there's nowhere that actually adds the tag, which means it's probably in here, which means I might have to add a bunch of command blocks. Okay, so we're at a major checkpoint. I finished both the left and right command block lines, and then I also did this thing, which is what we're going to use to test to make sure they're working. And the left and right one is supposed to end up over here. So let's clear this out. Make sure that we can see it. It's really nice having it color-coded. Okay. So now what we do is we poke this button and hope that nothing goes horribly wrong. And we're on the right track if that one armor stand ended up... Oh, we're on the right track. Oh, that means that we should move on to something even scarier now. Oh boy. So I wasn't kidding when I said things could get hairy. We're gonna make a backup. And then we are going to place these two levers. And when I turn these on, there could potentially be conflicts between those two and these two, but we're gonna do it. I don't see any armor stands wigging out. That's good. Okay, and then now we're gonna turn on box 1. This is the modified one that we've been working on, the one that has all the different directions. And I updated these banners. So as soon as I click this, so now we got the new ones. So 9 didn't have anything in it, and okay, so left 1, or actually this used to be left 1, and now it's back 1. So that's gonna get confusing maybe. So this is still working like normal, which is good. But where it gets crazy is if we try and go left and right. Now you'll notice there's nothing to the right of this, or really to the left. And so it's gonna like wrap around and it's going to go, I think it's going to go, well, if we press right, I think it goes forward, and if we press left, it goes backwards. So now what we gotta test is the left and right. That's what I just finished doing. And so let's get the location of it first. Okay, so it's right behind the magenta one. Now you'll notice there's nothing to the right or the left, and if there's nothing to either side, it wraps around. So if we're going to the right, it'll go forward because it can't find anything over here, and then obviously back if it's left. Anyways, if there was chests over to the side, it would go to those two, but we haven't filled it up in that direction yet because of how the system works. It's very complicated. Okay, so it was behind the magenta one. That might have worked. Oh yes, box 9 has nothing in it. I was so scared when there was nothing in it. I was like, oh man, we might overwrite things. I may need to fix that later, but up and down are done. And we are going to try them. We should probably move it back to somewhere where it can really go up and down, you know? I'm a little more scared to try this one, but let's try up. Oh, up seems like it worked. That's cool. Oh, hey, now we can actually look at the... Okay, so it should end up in box 24 if up is working. If up is working, that's half the battle. Oh, box 24. And box 1. Okay, so down is partially working. It's just when it needs to go backwards, like when it can't find anything, that's where it has hiccups. Ha ha ha. I get it now. So down isn't actually messing up at all. It just has to fill up from the back first. So this corner back here, right here, this is gonna get filled up last, and this is where down shines. If we had chests back here, it would swap over to this side and start like doing its thing. As it is, it kind of just sits there, which is fine because that's part of the advantage of having a bunch of different directions. It's because we can just go back, you know? We don't have to have down go all the way through the entire thing. So I just deleted some lapis. Oh, I was playing with the new toy and then... Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, that is the price. That was the whole goal, that's the price. You know, these slots can't have anything in it. And I have plenty of lapis, so it's no big deal. I'm probably going to delete something else. Oh, I think I saved the moss and the red sand, of all things. Cool. I like it. Oh man. Oh man. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. Okay, so I think to wrap up the episode, we are going to give ourselves a future source of light gray wool, which is pretty easy. Just gotta dye some of these sheepies. Actually, I might need to breed more. Oh ho ho, we got some baby light gray sheep already. That is an excellent setup for the future, but I think that that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. This is one command block contraption that I use all the time, so I really wanted to balance the price out a little bit better, and I think we did that. Filling up the bottom row is a great balance to take away some of the slots, but actually still increase the usability, so like, because we can go up and down and left and right, which will be even more useful once we fill this whole thing up with chests. And then we got the all the numbers and the gray dye cooking, so we are good to go. But that is it from me. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, don't forget those commands that are in the description. But yeah, that's it. All right, later.